Good morning. Welcome back to horseracingtoday.net for Hump Day with Hollywood Hay today at Tampa Bay. Terry is just sidelined for a moment because he's having some issues with his camera. He should join us any minute now. No issues with free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. The best place to go get that. There's a link in the description. There will also be a link in our recap over on horseracingtoday.net. Turf Paradise, where we know the weather should be paradise-like. That's the free track of the day. As I mentioned, for horseracingtoday.net, when the show is over, right there, it'll say Tampa Bay Downs picks, analysis, smart sheets, all that kind of good stuff. Click on that, and within the story, you will find a link to today's smart sheets, an explanation on how to use them. If you like what we do here, a tip jar, as well as a link off to the free track of the day over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet for Turf Paradise. You can also support the show by getting some HRT gear, like that number 4 hat that I'm sporting right now. For the next 25 days, you can get 25% next 5 days. Be no urgency if it was 25 days, right? So you can get over the next 5 days, 25% off everything, like a See You in the Winner Circle t-shirt. We'll talk a little bit about Tampa Bay Downs race number 1. I'll walk us through the smart sheets as well as what we see in this maiden claiming race. That is 5.5 furlongs. They've only done 9 of them so far. 4 of them have gone wire to wire. So clearly speed can play a role. We also like to look at that speed figure there, 68, to see which horses have and have not been able to hit par. And we see right in here, we have a few of them in race number 1. You have let me get that straight there. You got the 3-horse, Adjust My Halo, the 5-horse, Sexpectations, then Princess Honor. Over here at Par Plus, we do 1,000 simulations to see who has a chance to do it today, and 319 out of 1,000 times, so 31.9%. Princess Honor showed up on that list again. As I mentioned, early speed does great. Great chance for the 3-horse today to get that lead. You see, he wants to be a part of the early pace, and a whole lot of others. In the back end, you have the 1 and the 2 want to close. The 6 so far not within 5 lengths of the winner when they hit the finish line. No horse really cresting a C-zone of 50%. Basically, that measures how likely today's early pace is to set up relative to the horse's best performances. Couple of class droppers, those are usually big indicators as well when you're looking at maiden races. Also jockeys and trainers, that 8-horse, that thing that you do. Best jockey. Looks like the best trainer maybe between the 3 and the 5. Overall, the 7 does look like it gets the best jockey trainer combination. Also has, from the last race, a 13-point speed figure edge over the next closest competitor. Andrew Bieger says usually 3 is enough. We take a look at our simulation odds, some favorites there. 7 with a big in-race edge at the end, so it will be closing pretty hard. That makes it our top total pace horse. So if you add early pace and late pace together, the 7-horse will be your favorite to win the race. And right now, he's the favorite on the board as well. It's also why he makes my top selection, Princess Honor. That one has the top last race speed figure, 13 points. Does have that big in-race edge at the end, along with the top total pace. And you see here that all of the race internals, the early pace, the mid pace, and the late pace improved last time out. Sexpectations, the 5-horse. Next for me, it is a yes horse, meaning it has hit par so far. Drops in class. It should be involved right from the get-go. Then I have the 3-horse, Adjust My Halo. Very good chance to be the pace setter in here and has some nice workouts between races. And then finally, Dark Wind. And Terry might join us in a minute here. It says his devices are not connected. I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully we get that all corrected. Cryptic codes. There you go. Terry, I take it you could not get your camera to work still, huh?
There we go.
I don't see your camera. I mean, I don't see you, but I hear you.
Yeah, I'm there. See me?
No, nobody sees you.
Nobody sees me? I
don't see you. I just see like an image. Like, no, I don't know where Terry went now. I don't know. Are you there, Terry?
I can see me, yeah.
You can. I don't know. Can anybody else see Terry? Because I can't see him. If you can see Terry, let me know. Now I see him. Ta-da! Boom. All right, real quick. What are your picks for race 1?
Okay, so race 1, I got to open it here. Oh, here we go. I like number 7, Princess Honor, ran second versus similar to last race, highest last speed rating. Number 5, Sexpectation, drops in class today, can improve while returning to dirt, has a high percentage winning trainer. Number 8, That Thing You Do, has a high percentage winning jockey. And number 4, Darkwind, ran third at today's distance. I don't have any bets.
I did a $5 exacta box, key box with the 7 over the 3, 4, and 5. The 6, the 13, and the 8. I do mean 6, 1, 3, and 8, Christopher, or are we at Parks? Because I know they have a lot of horses over there running today. Race number 2, for those of you who like to do daily doubles, there are our thoughts for race number 2. Let's take a look at race number 1 again. Let's take a look at our smart sheets. Let's take a look at some of the odds. 7 horse, 3-1, 1-1, nothing of value there. The 5 horse, 3-1. The 4 horse, 21-1. There you go, folks. That's the odds. That's the favorite in terms of getting the most bang for your buck. The 3 horse, I think, is 5-1. So you're not getting quite the odds that you should, at least according to our simulation model. All right. They're all pretty much lined up on what looks like a sunny, nice day down in Florida today. Everybody's back in short sleeve T-shirts, so the weather may have returned to typical weather. The 1 horse, Gracious Beauty, not off to a gracious start. The 3 horse, as we projected, that one is out on the lead. The 4 horse, keeping it company right now. Darkwind at 22-1. And then the 1-1 favorite, the 7 horse. That one is Princess Honor, running in third, though. It looks like he's running kind of hard already, though. So I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. The 3 horse is doing pretty well. Does look like the 8 horse right now, picking up some steam right there. That Thing That You Do. That 7 horse not running very well, folks. So don't count on that one finishing in the money at the moment. So that kills my Bennie and the bets bucks. The 3 and the 4 continue to turn it out up top there, Terry. Let's see if they can bring the race home. It does look like the 3 horse right now with that early speed. Going to have a chance to stay up on the lead there. Although the 8 horse crashing down hard on him. But the 3 horse is going to run away with this race early on, Terry. It's going to go 3. And then it's going to be a tight call between the 8 and the 4. But it's going to be 3 horse, Adjust My Halo over the 8. And then the 4. Taking a look at our smart sheets, the 3 horse was a yes horse. Was the very likely one to get to the lead. Yes horse in a maiden race, folks. Again, those are some pretty important things. So we saw that. Maybe down here with the jockey and trainer. Not quite sure what happened with the 7 horse there coming off that 13-point last race speed figure edge. Perhaps a peak race that it could not recover from. Or maybe over here, if you look at the first call leaders, it wanted to be on the front. When it didn't get to the front, it was in trouble. That's a pretty strong possibility as well. Race 1 in the books, Terry. We got you here live and in color for the entirety of race number 2. So let's talk about race number 2 being 6 furlongs on the dirt. We just saw a horse go wire to wire, which Monday and Tuesday were the thing at Parks. We know for sure they're not kicking back frozen dirt today, Terry. But if speed does matter in race, race number 2, as it has all week, which horse is going to be the one to pay attention to?
Well, take a look there at that 4 horse. It's got plenty of speed, followed up by the 2 and the 1 and 3.
Not only does he have some speed, but he has that early speed advantage of 5 points, so about a 1 length total pace advantage. On the back end, the 5 horse has an 8-point late speed advantage, about 1.5 lengths, and a total pace advantage of about 1 length as well. It is our simulation favorite over here, Terry, the only yes horse in the race. And which horse would you say yes to if you wanted a jockey and trainer combo?
Well, the 7 has the best jockey and trainer, so it's the best combination.
Our race shape tells us, much like that opening leg there, Terry, everybody wants to be on the front. You got one closer in that 6 horse, so you better get out and you better get going. And it looks like plenty of them today will like the way this race takes place.
That's right. Take a look there. There's All of the horses except for the 7 are above that 50% threshold that we like to see, especially that 4 at 89%.
Yeah, the 5 horse, pretty big simulation favorite. The 4 horse in there, that one has that strong C zone. Also a 4-point last race speed figure edge. Didn't really play out in the opener, but maybe it plays out in round 2 today, especially if that horse can get to the front. How do you see the second race going, Terry? Hopefully better than the first one.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. I like the 7-1 last race at Tampa Bay Downs, highest last race speed rating. Trainer and jockey has high win percentages, and it's got a good workout on the 25th of January, 4 furlongs. Then WW Star, the 3, finished the money in 2 out of 3 career races, and drops in class today. Trainer and jockey has a high win percentage. They added Lasix today. And then the 4 is my third choice, won the last race at Tampa Bay Downs. Highest last rate speed rating. Early speed style helps her chances, or his chances. Candy Road, the 5, finished in the money in 2 out of the last 3 starts. Drops in class today. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. And has a good 3 furlong workout on January 30th. I'm going to play the first Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 with the 3, 6, with the 6, 7, with the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. $50 ticket.
Valdero, the 2 horse. This one for me, Terry, shows some speed last time out. Bang, 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 right? In its second career start. And then today it gets some Lasix. That combination's usually pretty solid in there, Terry. And also just its third race in its career. So you got room for that boom or bust off a horse that won its only race so far at Tampa Bay Downs. Then I have the 4-horse. That one is Chaos Coming. I have a feeling that'll be this summer. Top last race speed figure, 4 points. Should be your pace setter with that 1 length early speed edge over the rest. And those horses that like to get out to the front with the top C zone can be particularly dangerous. Then I got the 5-horse, Candy Road. It is the only yes horse. In other words, the only horse that so far has been able to run a race with a speed figure of 77. You got to have lone yeses in your picks, especially when it's your simulation favorite. Top total pace favorite by a length should be the one that's coming the hardest at the end and the biggest class dropper in the race. And then the 7, Terry's top pick, El Orion. It was a tough call for me over the 1, Crazy Red, but the repeat of its last race would probably be a good enough effort to maybe take out the rest of this field. 2 good workouts between races, and I probably regret not putting the 7 in my pick 4 here today. Yesterday, I said that about a 3-horse. It didn't win, but I regret other picks not being in my pick 4. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and 8, 2, 3, 4, 7, and then 1 and 7 on the back end for my $48 pick 4.
Well, you actually had a really good day yesterday. You had 2 of your 3 bets, 1 in paid profit, and you had 5 top winners, top picks win races. So it was pretty good. And then I didn't get my best bet of the day, but I did get that last pick 4, so that was okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you win half of the races and you don't win a pick 4.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty.
Yeah, well, I won every other one, it felt like to me. But anyway. On the race number 3 we go, Mr. Terry. Hopefully we can catch plenty of O-winners today as well. $140, they got 2 of these, so pay attention to race number 3 so that you know what the next $140 will look like. So far at Tampa Bay Downs, $140 looks like speed does the best. Not necessarily on the front, but close to the front, but still 16% win if they have the lead at the opening call. There is an absolutely clear outside to inside bias. So in race 3, Terry, we have a Buffalo Girl on the outside. Got a good chance, but this one's smack dab in the middle.
It sure is. It's that 5 at 66%. Nothing's really even close to it.
Yeah, and what's interesting too about that 5-horse, we take a look down here at the way the race should take shape today, where the horses want to run. 5-horse is a PC type. The horse has some flexibility in its running style, but that makes it one of those coveted left arrow horses, Terry, ones that usually come out of the barn. It's normal, giddy up and go, no extra juice. You put it out front. Won't forget how to close in there, Terry. You won't forget which jockey or trainer to pick because you're about to tell us.
Yeah, well, the 3 is the best jockey, 8's the best trainer, but I think that 3 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Over here, we see only one horse once again, Peace Cloud, has hit par for this level, 84. That's a pretty good number. But everybody else is within 4 to 1. Do we have, is this the first time ever? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Everybody is within 5 points. Again, we like to use 5 because 5 equals 1 length. A couple of class droppers in here, that might be useful, Terry. But maybe finding some value in here could be useful too. Anybody stand out in that respect?
Well, the only one I see is the 3 at 5 to 2 going to 3 to 1, and I don't see any other ones in there.
Everybody else is kind of close to the board there. Got one horse, the 3 horse, with a C zone above 50%. So maybe that works out for the simulation favorite. And we have a top total pace favorite in here of a length or more. That's the 4 horse Speedy Hans. I think we talked about Speedy Hans before, Terry, if you recall.
Yeah.
Yes. In case you were unfamiliar with that conversation, I was saying the last time we had a Speedy Hans, I don't recall seeing a Speedy Hans ever. I see Hans eating pretzels and stuff like that with lederhosen, but not necessarily one that's going to be out running around on the track. Joe Corolla, after Prison Show, talked about 19-year-old Facebook Marketplace killer on his recent show. Fixated on that. All right. So in race number 3, let's talk about horses and try to avoid 19-year-old Facebook killers, Terry. What do you think?
I like the 6.
I don't want any ticket killers either.
No, I don't either. I hope T-Fun's not around. Anyway, number 6.
He's
I like
just the killer.
Yeah. Pando finished 3rd versus Tougher in the last race. Drops in class today. Trainer and jockey has a high win percentage. Peace Cloud to 3, won 2 races out of 4 starts. Dropped last 4 starts. Drops in the class today. Has a trainer wins 46% of the races when taking a horse down 2+ classes. And then number 4, Speedy Hans, ran 2nd versus him in the last race, highest last race speed reading, and can go the distance. Number 2 is my long shot, Burden State. Won last race at Tampa Bay Downs, and the trainer jockey combination the last 14 days are 3 for 3. Perfect. No bets.
Chris and I like the 6 and the 1st. All right. What track are you guys talking about, man? Race number 1. You both like Nana Moon? Yeah, that one. I don't think that one showed up. I'm not quite sure. I have the 4 horse. I guess Hans will be speedy today. I guess they're going to put the pretzel in the lederhosen and the warm beer in the stein in the winner circle. So that'll speed up Hans today and help it find the winning circle. And maybe that top total pace of 5 points will help it get its way there as well. Peace Cloud. I'm on the Peace Cloud. Ooh, that one anyway is your simulation favorite. It is the only yes horse in the race, so yes, you got to have it in your tickets. It's your top C zone, and it drops in class. I've been noticing that combination a bit lately too. High C zone dropping in class. Those horses tend to do all right. Number 5, St. Louis, likely pace setter. This guy likes running a $140. Did it twice, has a win and a well-beaten 2nd, but still in the money. And then finally, number 8, Street Glide. It's a really tough call for me over that 6 horse, Terry's top pick. But the trainer is not a difficult call. Both horses coming off the claim. The 8 horses trainer, better on that. But when he puts on jockey Gil Cipriano, they've run 10 times. You know how many have they won, Terry?
I don't know. No, 10?
6. If they were 10 of 10.
No.
That would be amazing. But they won 6 out of 10. That's a pretty high win rate, and 8 out of 10 in the money. So basically win or nothing. So why not put it last? Should have put it first. Should have Ricky Bobbied it. If you're not first, you're last, or something like that. Race 4 next. A mile and a 16th on the turf. I think we have 3 of these, Terry. I think the last 2. I do recall 3 of them. Maybe I'm wrong. It's a mile and a 16th. It's a maiden claiming 32 grand. Again, speed figure there, 76. So in race number 4, we want to again look at horses that have hit par. And we see something here today, Terry, that's unequivocal.
Yeah, there's none of them that have hit par. There are 3 that became within 5 points. 2 of them within 1 point that possibly that's done it in the past. And then they have one, the 2 could possibly do it today. Along with that 8, they have the best par plus numbers.
Again, 1,000 simulations where we simulate out speed figures. 2 horse looks like thirsted. He won't thirst for the lead. He'll get it pretty easily. Maybe a 1.5 length lead as the gates open and the horses get going. The 4 horse will be the one that has a 1 length late speed edge over everybody else. And if you take a look at the way this race shapes up, 2 horse usually wants to co-pilot, but most likely your pilot today. The 7 wants to be in a stalking position, might find itself more in a closing position. The 1, 6, and 10, they want to close. So far, the 4 and 8 not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. And today, for the first time, we see first-time starters, the 3, the 5, and the 9. I love me some first-time starters, Terry, when everybody's a no or a maybe. So when everybody's a no or a maybe and we're looking at first-time starters, what are we looking at?
Well, take a look at that 3 horse. It's got a 2.98 number out of 3 points, which is 3 is a perfect number. So it's pretty close to there, and a back bullet. So it really will do well, I think, in this race. And then there's a couple others that have one has the 2.3 is the 9, and then I think the 5 is at 1.95. We like to see them above 2.5.
Yeah, and we do like to see them against 2.5, but in a race where everybody's no or maybe, you can kind of really loosen the reins on that rule, so to speak. One rule you probably can't loosen your reins on, Terry, is which jockey and which trainer, because you got to think their agents got them the best mounts.
Well, I've got the 7 as the best jockey, the 3 is the best trainer, but the 2, I think, is the best trainer jockey combination.
Yeah, interesting thing too about the 7. I've seen this show up in the winner's circle a lot too. I call that better 5 ways. Horse had better early pace, better mid pace, better late pace numbers. And then if you look at the opening quarter mile fractions, they were faster. And then if you look at the second quarter, they were faster. 5 ways better sometimes equals winner, chicken soup. So in race number 4, Terry, who's going to win and why are they going to win?
Well, I like the 7. He's my uncle. Finished 3rd versus Simmer in the last race. Has a trainer with 34%.
What about the 6?
The 6?
Well, we're in race 4. It says 6, 7, 1, 2. Maybe I ate some of those brownies that are legal now.
Actually, that should be 7, 6, 1, 2. Oh boy,
I'll go fix it. Well, I just want to make sure. I mean, I see one thing, and it's what you call quality control, live quality.
Yeah,
control.
I'm having all kinds of trouble today. Camera trouble, everything. So anyway,
it comes with the territory once you crest that 50-year marker. I know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the 7 has a trainer, wins 34% of the race when using first-time Lasix, has a high percentage winning jockey, and then 6, Classic Equation, finished 3rd in last race. Highest last race speed rating jockey, has a high percentage win. And the 1, Future Blues, drops in class today. Lasix added, trainer and jockey have high win rates. Thirsted, number 2 is my long shot, switches to high percentage winning jockey and a high percentage winning trainer. Best turf speed is fastest among today's starters. No bets for me in this race.
Well, I'm going to step out on the limb here. I'm going to go with that 3 horse, King of the Trail. You got all nose. You got a trio of maybe horses, a couple of them within 1 point. You got to have that horse in your picks, maybe not at the top like I do, but nonetheless, 2.98 out of 3 points. Number 4, Body by Carvel. I mean, Carvel is an ice cream place, right? So I can only imagine what a Body but Carvel looks like. But I do know that a horse that is your lone maiden special weight dropper, everybody else has already tried the maiden claiming ranks, also catching first-time Lasix. You got to keep an eye out on that, especially since, if you look over here, the horse has popped its best workout getting ready for today. Maybe something new from the horse with the most late speed. After that, I have the 7 horse, Terry's top pick. He's my uncle. Steady performer. Last time out, I pointed out it was better 5 ways with the pace and the fractions. Does have a Z pattern too, so a hell of a lot going on with this 7 horse, Terry. You got that early pace at 85, then 70, and then a little bit of a dip, and then a second wind as they come down the stretch. I don't know that I've seen all of that in 1 horse before. And then finally, Thirsted. The 2-horse won't thirst for the lead, as we pointed out. It is your simulation favorite and does have a great chance to get to the front and maybe on the right fractions go all the way. I'm going to do a $5 exacta key box with that first-time starter. The 3 defeating all the no's and the maybes with the 2, 4, and 7 hopefully coming in behind to claim the show prize, the place prize. Sorry. Before we move off to the second half of the card, races 5, 6, 7, and 8, Terry, it's good to note there's a couple ways you can help the show that really only require a movement like this.
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then hit the little bell. That'll notify you about different programs that are coming up. And then go ahead and copy the link at the bottom, share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look at us too. I know they're going to like what they see. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Horse Racing, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And then keep these comments coming as Private Ross and Christopher D'Souza is doing today. As we like to see them, we like to see your picks. Really helps us out too.
Yes, race 5 is the much dreaded race of death because it ends the early pick 4 and begins the late pick 4. You better get this one right or you get them both wrong, unless you change your picks up a little bit. 6 furlongs, what you're looking at here, Terry, is Stalkers. Again, horses that close to the lead, but not necessarily on the lead. The rail's kind of a tough place to be for Hot Dance. Not impossible, but a little bit tough. 4 through 7 is the best by far. 8 and out, okay. So we're, again, looking for horses where a third of them have gone wire to wire. So getting to the front can be a way to the winner's circle. And it looks like there's 2 main threats at the start.
Yeah, the 5 and the 3, they're going to go head to head, I think, to the quarter pole. So they'll maybe set up for a nice closer.
Yeah, it could be indeed the case. If we look at the race shape here, though, Terry, they're all PC types, right? None of them really want a co-pilot or pilot. PC types, they can pretty much have any kind of versatility. So this race is going to be pretty much wide open. You're looking at that, the 5-horse, the 3-horse, and this is going to be one of those blob races where I think everybody comes out at a measured pace. And that measured pace could favor 3 horses, Terry.
Yeah, take a look at the 1, 3, and the 7. They're all way above that 50% threshold that we like to see.
You got a bunch of class droppers in here. Maybe that's the angle. Maybe the angle is, again, looking for some value. And do we have, unlike it looks like we only have 2 value plays again.
Yeah, the 3 is 7-2 to 6-1, and that 8 is from 4-1 to 6-1.
How about a decision-making or a training edge?
2 is the best jockey. 7 is the best trainer as far as the data goes. But the 5, I think, is the best combination of trainer and jockey.
All right, so some different things to consider there. Hot Dance, nothing to consider there. 9-point last race speed figure edge for the top par plus horse, although plenty of competition. Did show some better pace from the middle of the race out, but also a little bit quicker fractions. Also your only class riser. That's kind of interesting. Does have a 1-length late speed edge over the rest of the field and does grade out as 3/4 of a length better than everybody else on the top total pace where early and late pace come together. Who grades out as your top pick in race number 5?
Well, I like the 5, just like you. Finished in the money 9 of the last 10 races. Placed 3rd against Tougher in the last out. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. Then I like the 1, Hot Dance, winner of the last race at Tampa Bay Downs with the highest last speed rating. Trainer is a 22% winner with first after claim horses and ridden by a high percentage winning trainer jockey. And then Mortastic, the 2, likes Parks Racing, been in the money 70% of the time at this track, winning 30% of the starts, and at today's distance, in the money 58% of the time, winning 25% of the starts. My long shot is Glorious Lady, finished in the money in 5 of the last 6 starts at Tampa Bay Downs, winning 2 of those. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. I'm going to play the very second Miami Vice, Don Johnson, and last pick 4. And I agree with you. It's a wide open race. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 with the 2, 8, with the 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, with the 5, 7, a $50 ticket.
I'm going to go with the one horse. Hot Dance. It's my top pick in here, Terry. And this is another thing. When I review my picks at the end of the day, I've seen with some regularity lately 3 consecutive speed figure increases, which we see with Hot Dance, that culminates in a top last race speed figure. In this case, an edge of 9 points better than everybody else. We did show that the horse had better pace, better fractions, does have the biggest in-race edge down the stretch of a length, and it is the top total pace horse. The 7 horse, Kip the Distance. Better early pace, better fractions, solid C-zone. Should like where it sets up in this blob of an effort. Number 3, Glorious Lady. It is the simulation favorite. Should challenge the lead early and is one of a bunch of class droppers in here. And then the Ocho. The last bullet is mine, Terry. Very consistent horse. Cut back in distance. Should help a horse in its third start after a layoff. If I remember correctly, this is, probably going to prove myself to be an idiot. But I think it ran 7 furlongs last time, and it's now cutting back to 6 furlongs again. Yeah, so you see here, it ran pretty similar fractions at 7 furlongs and 6 furlongs. Actually, a little quicker here at the 6 furlong mark. So cutting back in distance should be, could be the right recipe for that horse. And I'll probably regret not putting that one in my pick 4 because it might be the longest shot of them all. The 1, 3, 7, then the 8, and then the 10, 8, 10, 1, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 for my $48 pick 4 as well. Let's see, how long do we have to race number 2, Mr. Terry? We got 2 minutes. So if we hustle through race number 6, we probably can get done before they start running race number 2. So real fast. Again, a mile and a 16th on the turf. I knew there was 3 of them. This is the second of them. We talked about the fact that closers do really well here, Terry. Still enough. 1 out of 4 goes wire to wire. So be on the front or be in the back. If you're looking at the horse that's coming off the back, Terry, who has a lot of it?
That's that 8 horse has a lot of closing pace. So it's really going to do well.
It's the only yes horse, Terry, in a maiden claiming race. We know how important that is.
I do.
Also has second race upside. Great jockey trainer combination. I know we're running out of time, and I just realized that I got to do you service here because this is. Hold on a second, folks. Drum roll, please. Terry's best bet of the day. What do you say, Hollywood Hay?
Okay, well, I like the 8, Gideon. Ran second versus similar in the only start. Best turf speed as fast as among today's starters. Has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And then I like the 2. Has a trainer wins 20% of the races when taking a horse down 2+ classes. Has a high percentage winning jockey and a good workout on January 25th. Shoe End is the 3. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Lasix added. I like the 9, Rags to Lace. Can improve our try in the grass. As the dam has 2 winners from 3 starters and 2 turf winners. Drops in class today. Has a high percentage winning jockey. 20 to win on the 8, $10 exacta, 2-8, $10 exacta. Box 2-8, $10 exacta 8 on top of the 2-3-9, and then a $5 exacta box 2-3-8. That's it.
Gideon, top last race speed figure simulation favorite. Got a lot of late speed edge over everybody else. Number 10, Burn. All the other horses are no's. The 10 is a maybe horse. We don't have any second race par ability. Could be on the pace here. We see that over here, up here as well, with the best C-zone. Good odds, too. 12 to 1 morning line, 4 to 1 on our sim odds. Also the second ranked horse in terms of odds and par plus. Then I got 2, Rose Common. Anyway, better across the board with all of its pace numbers dropping in class. And then the 6 horse, Reagan's Renegade, better across the board, 2, another class dropper. No bets for me. We'll just let it sit on Terry's best bet, as I don't like to interfere with Terry's work. Race number 2. Let's see right now if we can find the 5 horse. Hey, look at that 5 horse. Sim odds of 65. There you go, folks. You got some value in that one. At 3 to 1. The 1 horse, we got it at 5 to 1. Crazy Red. The red horse, we have it at 5 to 1. It's 20 to 1. That's pretty much a steal there. I guess maybe the smart sheets aren't so smart in that regard. The 4 horse, close to that, 6 to 1 versus 7 to 1. The 7 horse, El Orion, 7 to 5, 8 to 1. I don't have that one in my picks. So I think I might regret that in my pick 4 because I went 2, 4, and 5. Maybe I should just put the 1 in there. Don't forget the rest. All right. So they see they're all lining up right now. Well, they're kind of circling their way back around. As they circle their way back around, let's circle back to free picks today over at Turf Paradise. You can find the link in the description here on YouTube. When the show is over, I will link to every race, timestamp it within the description on YouTube as well, so that you can come back and watch every race at your leisure. Laurel Park running today. I think that was supposed to be the Saturday card, so we got some stakes races today at Laurel. Should be a good day of racing in Baltimore, Maryland. Check that out. The show's over at horseracingtoday.net. On the homepage right there, we'll post our Tampa Bay Downs picks. Smart sheets right there. Explanation of how to use them right there. PayPal jar right there. You want to get those free Tampa Bay Downs picks, click right there. You can watch a replay of the show right here and then see all of our picks. And while you're there, hit that HRT gear button. Come on over here for 25% off on your See You in the Winner's Circle swag, Terry, as the kids call it. All right. Race number 2. Still all lining up. The 7-horse remains your 7-5 favorite. The odds on that 1-horse are getting steeper by the moment. It's Crazy Red. Maybe just toss that one in. You know how you like to do those all bets, Terry, right? Maybe you do an exacta box 1 all. Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? You're looking at, would that be a $12 bet for
It
$1?
would. I think so, yeah.
24 for $2.
Yeah.
All right. They're all pretty much in there, except it looks like for the favorite, the 7-horse, El Orion. Hopefully, the favorite doesn't win the second race after the 7-horse failing to show up in the first race. The 3-horse off to a stumbling start. The 2-horse, the 1-horse. Those two are off to a pretty good start here in race number 2. The 4-horse right there in that shotgun position. The favorite, the 7, going to have to go a little bit wide at 2-1 to make its way to the winner's circle, although he looks like he is moving up boldly. 22.14 seconds for the opening quarter. I don't know how fast or how slow that is, but it's for the distance. The 2-horse is making some separation. It hasn't been asked to go yet, nor has the 1, that long shot, been asked to go yet. The 2-horse is looking backwards. I don't know if that means he feels like he's losing speed or he's just kind of tempering what he wants to do down the track. 2-horse remains on the lead, Terry. Doesn't look like really anybody's closing in on him. In fact, it looks like he's drawing off.
Yes, yeah.
So the 2-horse, Valdero, your winner. Secretariat-esque looking at 5-1.
There you go.
Sheets again. Why did we like that 2-horse? Valdero was a no-horse. Some better fractions over there. The horse did show some early speed on there. What was my logic for putting that horse in race number 2 first?
Well, I know the guaranteed tip sheets had it on top.
I know why. And sometimes some of this stuff doesn't show up on the smart sheet. So we talked about this horse specifically in here with that speed and catching that first Lasix, how that usually helps. We also talked about this horse making the 3rd career start, so there was room for the boom or the bust. And in Christopher D'Souza lingo, we get that star right there, Terry. You know what that star stands for?
No, what does it stand for?
Boom!
Boom.
Yes. Ain't that right, Christopher?
Yeah, nice pick.
Yeah, 5-1. I mean, you had him in your pick 4 too, so we're both still alive.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. It's a good thing. So we got 2 races to go. Race number 7. This race, Mr. Terry, is going to be 1 mile and 40 yards. I did recall at the top there would be 2 of them. This is the second of those. And at $140, we mentioned already that you're looking for some speed, not necessarily on the front, but still 16% win. On the outside is better on the outside. And, we're always looking for the long coveted, hard to find Buffalo Girl on the outside with some speed, and the 7's almost there.
Yeah, just about 3 horses from being on the outside, but it has a lot of speed at 37.4, followed up by that 2.
Yeah, 2 horses is interesting horse, along with the 10. You got 2 Sesame Street horses. They're unlike anybody else. The 7 definitely, the 2, 5, and 7, they definitely want to be on the front. That's where they should be with everybody else trying to keep up, Terry. That 7 does have a 7-point early speed advantage, so he should be about a length and a half ahead of everybody else. And so far, we saw it yesterday. We saw it Monday at Parks. We saw it 2 times already at Tampa Bay. Get to the front and stay to the front, although the 7 C zone says that he's got a chance, but it might be a little bit easier trip for a couple of others.
That's right. They all show some C zone numbers, but if you take a look at the 1, 3, 4, and 10, they're all above that 50% threshold we like to see.
And the 9 horse scares me a little bit here, Terry, because again, I've been seeing this combination end up a lot. The 5 ways better, and then taking the subtle drop in class. So the horse showed a lot of improvement last time out. It's a yes horse, so you know the 9 horse can get to that 82 speed figure. That's very concerning to me, but it's not so concerning when you look at the jockey trainers.
That's right. You take a look at the 2 as the best jockey, 10 is the best trainer, and I think also the 10 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Well, the 5 horse is a 2-to-1 simulation odds. It's also over here a 9-point total pace edge over everybody else. So maybe the 5 horse is the way to go, Terry, in race number 7. Which way did you go?
I went with the 1. Midnight Ox has won her last 2 races in a row, goes for a hat trick, has a high percentage winning jockey and a high percentage winning trainer as well. Then I like the 5, finished the money in the last 3 starts, winning the last race, likes the distance. Then the 7 won 3 races out of the last 7 starts, so likes to win. Has a trainer, wins 45% of the races when taking a horse down 2+ classes. And then that 10, King Feud, won last race at Tampa Bay Downs, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets for me here. I'm out of money.
Painter's Prodigy, the 5 horse, simulation favorite, top total pace, 2 lengths better than everybody else. Should be a part of the race from the beginning to the end. Number 1, Midnight Onyx, does have the most late speed. One of those horses with a robust C zone. Secret Treasure, this horse is very steady from race to race to race. Does have a pretty solid C zone to boot. And then finally, number 7, Artempus. Out front, does have all that early speed, Terry. If your pace is right, could go wire to wire. He did show some better early pace last time out. Maybe not as sneaky as a little more sneaky perhaps than the 9 horse. He's got that better early pace and drops to boot, but a little better trainer jockey combination than the 9. I'm going to do a $5 exacta key box, 5 over the 1, 2, 4, and 7. Maybe I should cancel one of the other ones and stick the 9 in there, Mission Mike, but I won't do that. 1 race to go tomorrow, though, before we do the finale at Tampa Bay Downs today. Just a note, tomorrow we'll do Gulfstream Park. How many got 10 races tomorrow, Terry? Is that right?
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
We got a full card down in South Beach, or actually Hollandale, Florida, to make sure that you see that. Unfortunately, a conflict in schedule between Thomas and I. We'll put off 4 and Friday, so Thomas won't be able to brag about his excellent week at Shaw 10 for another week. But he certainly will keep that in mind. But to make sure you don't miss tomorrow at Gulfstream Park or future 4 and Fridays, Terry, what should you do?
Hey, if you're listening or watching us now and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, you really need to do that. It helps us out. And then you hit that little bell. That'll tell you about all the different programs coming up. Go ahead and copy the link at the bottom. Share it with everybody you know. And then go to our social sites at X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Skies at Horse Racing, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And keep these comments coming as you're doing today with your picks, as we like to see them. And they help us out quite a bit.
Yes, you see down there at the bottom, it's Horse Race today. Horse Racing today. I'm not quite sure who they are, but sure they're fine people, but we'd rather you follow us. Mile and a 16th on the turf, claiming $16,000. It's the third of three races and an 8-race card. So it's pretty much a dominant. Closers win, but still 25% get to the front and stay there. Post positions are mostly fair, 1 through 7. You get a little bit of an edge if you wear a 4, 5, 6, or 7. 8 and out, got to work a little harder than the rest to come home first. So in race number 8, Terry, maybe, we do see an early race advantage for one horse.
Yeah, that 7 horse, which is almost a little bit in the middle of the pack there, has a 44.2% speed rating.
Yeah, and what's interesting about this horse, the race shape, Terry, whenever you get one of these triangles, it's always is a concern. So you see what I'm saying about a triangle, you have this a point, right? Everybody else is middle back. The horse that's on the point, in this case, a lone E, especially if it can get to the front, can be exceptionally dangerous. Does have a decent C-zone. It looks like one horse out of all of these has the best.
Yeah, the 8 shows the best C-zone with an 89.94%. The 9 and the 1 are also above that 50% threshold we'd like to see, or the 2, 9 and the 2.
We got smoked yesterday by a horse that was a pretty sizable class dropper. What happened to be a 6 horse, too.
Yeah.
Portrait of Addie moving down about 1.5 lengths. That's a pretty good drop in class there, Mr. Terry. But there is no drop in class for the horse right above him, the 5.
Well, the 5 does have the best jockey according to the data, and the 7's the best trainer. But you know what? The 3 has the best combination of jockey trainer.
The 5 horse is your simulation favorite. 3-2. That's a pretty heavy favorite in there, Terry. Also the one with the most late speed. We're closers. Usually have their way. Is your top total pace horse. But if you look here, Terry, 4 horses within 5 points. Bunch of them within 9. So you get a wide trip, you get off to a tough start, you get bumped. It could be the difference between finishing first or last. Over here, everybody's come close to par or hit par except for the 11 horse. This is another one of those races that probably is dictated by catching the right trip. And who do you think will?
Well, I like the 5 American Dreammaker. Finished 3rd versus Tougher in the last race. Drops in class today. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. Life Advice, the 7 drops in class. Trainer wins 61% of the races on the second start with the horse. And then top speed at this distance. Fastest turf speed among today's runners. Then the 4 Attending. Second is a favorite last race. 22% winning trainer with success beating favorites. And then number 2, My Gal, finished 3rd versus Similar in the last race, can go the distance. That's it for me today.
American Dreammaker, the 5. Hopefully it is a pick 4 winning maker when we get there, Terry. Big simulation favorite that's dropping in class, the 7 horse. Life Advice. You have to give the lone E, the point of the triangle, a chance, especially when it has an opportunity to get that lead with ease. The 6, Portrait of an Addie. Yeah. This horse been off for a very long time, Terry. It's definitely seen better, but it's been off for more than a year. I would prefer that it wasn't in for a price, but hey, it can run back to its back class. It can take this one. And then I would pay really a close attention to like the opening odds on that 6 horse, Portrait of Addie, like when the races flip over from 7 to 8 and they first post the odds on the board. If you see that 6 horse come down from 8-1 pretty hard, that'll tell you that it's live. If it goes to like 8-1 to 20-1 right off the get-go in a couple of opening minutes of betting, maybe don't put in a claim. Number 4, Attending, consistent, could be as good, maybe a touch better in the 3rd start after layoff. No additional bets for me either. I'm all out of money. There are picks. Race number 1 was won by the 3 horse. Race number 2 was won by the 2 horse. I guess that means we're both going to lose race number 3, Terry, because it goes 3, 2. What's next?
1.
1, yes. That one doesn't show up anywhere.
Yeah.
We're both alive in our pick force, thankfully. Going on to the next race, no bets there. Race number 4, a $5 exact key box with that first-time starter for me. Race number 5, the Race of Death, another pick 4. Race 6, Terry's best bet of the day with Gideon, biblical bet. Race number 7, a $5 exact key box. And then race number 8, nothing for me. Again, just a quick reminder, free picks today, Turf Paradise, just a couple of minutes over on horseracingtoday.net. You'll get all of our thoughts Take a look at the smart sheets. Take a look at the explanation. Hit us up at the tip jar if you like what we do. And then get yourself a hat or a t-shirt over at our merch shop. All right, Terry, one more day tomorrow, the final day for you and me at Gulfstream Park. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so you catch that show. As we always do, Terry, we save the best for last. Your words of wisdom.
Well, just everybody take it easy today and don't do too much. Do enough just to keep your life going well. And go ahead and give your loved ones a hug and a kiss. You never know what's going to happen. I'll see you tomorrow at Gulfstream.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you tomorrow at Gulfstream. But between here and there, no matter what you're trying to accomplish in your life, I'm working on I exercise, but doing the mental conditioning to match the physical conditioning. So no matter what you're doing to improve yourself today, we certainly hope that is filled with God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing that you do until we meet for Terrific Terry Thursday, Gulfstream Parkway. See you in the
winner circle.
Indeed. Have a fantastic hump day. Thank you for joining me, Hollywood Hay.